Hello, it's been several months since I've made a video. New background as you can see, I've moved house, got a brand new phone because I broke it. So I'm basically a new man. Welcome back to the channel. I have got some Doctor Who type of decoration, and if you can actually even see it, it's an Ood. I'm a massive Ood fan. I've realised I've not actually done for a very, very long time a Doctor Who ranking. It's like box office stuff for Doctor Who YouTubers. It's our go-to video when we've got nothing else planned. So that's what I'm going to do today. It is only going to be a new Who ranking though, but there's 9 to rank. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to subscribe and give this video a like, would help me out massively. Let's stop babbling, get straight in at number 9. Jo Martin, the Fugitive Doctor. I was really disappointed that we didn't get more from her when we saw her in series 2, even though it was literally like a 2-second cameo. But the time we got with her, Jodie Whittaker, I thought that was fantastic. She fits the Doctor role very, very well. Very, very strong, independent vibe that I get from her. So I like her, I just want more from her. Let's move up then to number 8. Is the 13th Doctor Jodie Whittaker. Now her cameo, the Reality War, the finale of series 2, the finale of Ncuti Gatwa, was really, really good. I think she's written, honestly, better than the whole entire run. But when she does have good bits in her run, she's the Doctor all over the place. She is all over the place. In terms of her acting, she is phenomenal. It's just what she's been given with is why she is so low on this list. But the cameo did really make me rethink that if she was written by a different showrunner, she could be a lot higher on my list. Let's move up then to number 7. John Hurt, the War Doctor. Great reveal. John Hurt was one of the best actors of our generation in my opinion. He's so good, and he's often very, very low on people's lists, and he's quite low on mine, but maybe not as low as other people would think, because I think the time that he's given in literally the one episode that he's in, he portrays this sort of ragged, worn out Doctor that's been through all of this stuff very, very well. I honestly don't think you could have cast this any better. He fits it fantastically, he does it really, really well, and I would have happily seen more of him with like a spin-off or something like that. If the War Doctor ever was to return in some capacity, it'd have to be someone like John Hurt, which there aren't many contenders for that, but honestly, what we got is fine. I don't want anything else because John Hurt should always be the face with that role and nobody else. Okay, let's move on to number 6, a little bit controversial probably. The 15th Doctor, Ncuti Gatwa. Yes, I was debating where to put him. And of course, him having only 2 seasons and literally, I think I worked it out, it's like 14, 15 episodes, something like that. It doesn't matter, he's had a lot less than your average Doctor. Ncuti originally wasn't really the type of Doctor that I was that interested in. I appreciated it, fair enough, but he's not the type of Doctor that I like. And I started to get that though, more of what I like, in the Interstellar Song Contest. Them darker moments that you started to get in Dot and Bubble, for example. There are many, many character moments where, given more time, they could have grown and his character would be fully flexed and properly fleshed out, and I would have really grown to appreciate him a lot more. And maybe in a few years when I rewatch him, maybe I will, but for now, he's at number 6, which I don't think is bad, but yeah, his run being cut short has really let him down in the list. Okay, so we're up then to number 5. The 14th Doctor, David Tennant. Now, there's a bit of a debate where people don't really seem to notice many differences between the 10th and the 14th Doctor. I do. I notice that the 14th Doctor almost seems more caring. I mean, we know how stubborn and cold the 10th Doctor was, especially to the likes of Martha, where he was just downright insulting in some of the actions he did. You can tell the 14th Doctor has been the 11th, 12th and 13th. The lived experiences, the decisions, the way he says certain things, you can tell he's been on that journey and he's not just come back to the 10th Doctor. Yes, he's got the same look apart from the costume and the same accent. Maybe he could have had a Scottish accent to really make him feel different, but of course there's some similarities because he's the same person and he is playing the same role. And this was also a nostalgia bait. So of course you're going to want some parts of him which are the same, but there are other parts, as I said, emotionally most definitely, that I think are different. And I really like his 3 specials as well. I think they're all very different and unique in his own way, and yeah, very well acted. Let's move up then to number 4. The 9th Doctor, Christopher Eccleston. Sadly, some people forget about this Doctor quite a bit. Now, you can praise David Tennant for how he got the show massive. You can praise Matt Smith for how his era of Doctor Who was starting to be shown more in America. But Christopher Eccleston, what started all of this? He was the first barrel to be rolled over so the other 2 could then continue. He is so important, and he plays the damaged, confused and completely broken Time Lord who's just come out of the Time War very well. He's got the facial expressions, he's got the stance of a damaged character who's trying to move on, and meeting Rose and their relationship is so good. And series 1 is very underrated as well, so if he ever comes back I would happily have him in the 70th anniversary. Okay, top 3. Number 3 is Matt Smith. Matt Smith is, I kind of compare him a bit to Shooty sometimes, but Matt Smith actually had a proper character development and was in for the role longer. I love Matt Smith's young face. That sounded weird. His young face, which inside his body he seems like quite a very old man. He comes across as an old man, and he is so funny and entertaining and charming, but then also dark and serious and emotional. He can go from sort of 0 to 10 very quickly, and go from happy to sad or chilling. He can do all of that very quick. His acting ability is really good. His era is just very unique. Some of the things it did, especially after Tennant, it felt very new and fresh, and so did he. So he was very different from Tennant, and I think he grew so much as a character. I think Series 6 was his best series, although I think Series 7 was also really good. So yeah, I think how he was with River as well was never going to be easy with how we know of how River was with Tennant. So yeah, definitely Matt Smith is good. So we got 2 left. I'm sure you all know what 2 are left. And these 2 I'm always switching. Ask me tomorrow, could be something different, but for now number 2 is the 10th Doctor, David Tennant. As I said earlier on, one thing that I like is damaged. I like messed up, not superhero, morally correct type of main characters. And the 10th Doctor, whilst he did feel the most human, I really liked his Time Lord Victorious story, where he was a right snob, he was a right brat, and that worked with his character. I mean, David Tennant is my favourite actor of all time. I think he's the best actor to ever walk this earth. He just brings you everything that the Doctor wants. He brings action, he brings, the good looks, again, really good with how he deals with being angry and being happy and sad, all of that. And it's a good continuation from Christopher Eccleston's Doctor, where he still continues to be damaged, and he hangs out more with humans because he kind of feels like they're his new people. He's trying to fit in more, which makes him feel more human. So, I mean, obviously his era is my favourite era as well. That does help, and the companions he's with. And look, I mean, he's treated Martha poorly, but how he was with Rose, how he was with Donna, and how he was in the end with Martha, that character development that he goes on is very good. But at number 1, the person with the best character development is the 12th Doctor, Peter Capaldi. I mean, the way he starts being a grumpy old man can be quite dark, a little bit scary at times, to being how he is at the end, the polar opposite. But the way he changes, the character development that he goes on, the decisions that he makes, the events that happen to him to make them decisions, they all tie in, make sense, and it all goes really, really well. This wasn't just a thing to solve overnight. It took several seasons to see him change, and it's great. He learns from the wrongs that he did, and he has some of the best quotes. He's also the best Doctor in terms of his speeches that he does on his own in the TARDIS, all of that, breaking the fourth wall, that you kind of feel like he's talking to us. I think, yeah, this role was made for him. It was nice to have an older Doctor after having so many young ones, despite Matt Smith presenting more in an elderly way. Capaldi was the full ticket for me, full package, I was saying, something like that. So he's my favourite Doctor, but it's tied between those two all the time. But let me know what you think. I'm sure loads of you are going to disagree with me. Yeah, if you're new to the channel and you'd like to subscribe and give this video a like, that would help me out massively. Thank you very much to Paul and Megan, who are my channel members. If you'd like to join the Timey Wimey gang, you very much can do. Link in the description below to find out more about that. But for now, I'll see you all very, very soon. Goodbye.